What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be discussing a rumor. Rumor has it that the Giants and the Lions had conversations about star wide receiver Kenny Golladay. Could he be traded? Let's get it started.
You know, I got to shout out DoseOfDion, man, because it was actually the first time I went live on YouTube. And, you know, guys don't know DoseOfDion. He put out a lot of good content for the Detroit Lions.
Welcome everybody to another video. Glad you guys are here. And yes, we're diving into this Kenny Golladay talk. Now I'm going to try to be a little quiet because it is pretty darn late. But I do want to talk about this because, hey, look, I'm up. This is some big news. And the reason it's not even news at this point. It's a rumor that's out there that's flowing around Detroit Lions Nation. And a lot of people are talking about it. I have so many people asking me about it. So I was like, okay, I need to calm everybody down so that they can sleep tonight, man. Okay, I just need to put this thing to rest tonight. All right, so hopefully I'll upload this tonight. Hopefully I don't fall asleep editing this. But let's talk about Kenny Golladay a little bit. So this rumor went out a couple of hours ago. And honestly, I saw this way earlier, but I didn't think anything of it because honestly, I didn't take it that seriously. But then I start seeing it popping in different places. I'm like, okay, let's take a look at it. So I check out the rumor more into detail. And I see that the rumor is the Lions and Giants had conversations at some point this week about Kenny Golladay. That's it. It's just that simple. That's the rumor. And all of a sudden, I think it's really easy to jump to the conclusion that this might be trade talks. And I'm not saying it's not trade talks, but it definitely could be trade talks because the trade deadline is right around the corner. It would just make sense. But I'm here to tell you that Kenny Golladay is not going anywhere, at least for the remainder of this season. Now, if we want to jump into next year, will he get his contract, things like that, that's a completely different story. I have no idea. The Lions really don't know their future, so I think that has to play a role into it as well. I don't know if the Lions are going to extend him. I've said it once, I'll say it again. The guy deserves to get paid as a top 5 wide receiver, and he will. Whether it's us or somebody else, at some point, he's going to get paid that money because he deserves it. He's earned it. He's played to that level, and if you're playing at that level, you're going to get paid like one of those guys. So whether it's in Detroit, which I would love it to be, or whether it's elsewhere, he's going to get that money. But could he be traded from the Detroit Lions to the New York Giants before this trade deadline? Absolutely not. All right, and I'm going to put this thing to rest really quickly, okay? Because the guy that reported this was a Giants ESPN reporter, right? He went out and said this, hey, they had conversations. All right, now this is a big deal because people are jumping into this. But the same guy that said that came out with this statement and said this: forget the fact that the Lions are trading anyone right now. He basically goes into the point that Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn need to win games to save their job. Why would they trade away their top offensive weapon? That's the same guy. The same guy that literally put out this rumor said that. So he doesn't even see this happening, and he's a Giants guy. He's like, dude, it's not going to happen. The Lions aren't going to trade away this guy. I feel like the reason I take this thing seriously is because I look at it and I almost laugh to myself, like, come on, man. Come on. Come on. That's not going to happen. It was kind of like the Matthew Stafford stuff. Like, some people actually thought we were legitimately going to trade we ain't going to trade Matthew Stafford. I mean, the scenario is completely wrong for that to happen. Now, the only way a scenario could work out at this point in the season where potentially Kenny Golladay could get traded is if Matt Patricia is about to be fired, if Bob Quinn is still here, potentially, you know, and we're not sure what his future looks like. It's completely up in the air, and the Lions haven't decided yet. And they're like, okay, you know what? Matt Patricia's going to be gone. And Bob Quinn's like, all right, you know what? I'm not sure if the new coach is going to want Kenny Golladay anyways. I might as well, if I'm the next GM, get a good start with a high draft pick, take what I can get now because I'm probably not going to pay him because I don't know who our new head coach is. That would be the only scenario, and even that's probably a little bit unlikely. But that's not the case. The realistic scenario, what's going on right now in the world, is that the Lions are a 3-3 NFL team that have won back-to-back games. I don't care what you say about the opponents. The fact is they're 500, right? They're back in this position where they can control their own destiny, where they can prove to the other teams and to themselves they can be a playoff contender. And Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn must do that to save their jobs. That's the situation we're in. We're not in a situation where the Lions are 0-6 and saying, oh, snap, what do we do now? That's not what we're in. Because if we were in that, now all of a sudden these trade talks get real. The fact is we're not. So these trade talks aren't real to me. I'm not buying any of it. If the Lions trade him, I'd be absolutely shocked, but I'd also expect Matt Patricia to get fired shortly after. He might as well not show up the next day to work if you get rid of Kenny Golladay. Let me tell you why. Kenny Golladay is the biggest piece on this team, aside from Matthew Stafford. And that's saying something because the quarterback's usually always the biggest piece. The biggest piece aside from Matthew Stafford is Kenny Golladay. This team is completely different without Golladay, and that's a receiver. He's not Kelvin Johnson yet, but this guy is an absolute beast. I'm not saying he will be Kelvin Johnson, but he's an absolute beast. And every year he gets better. There is no way the Lions are trading away Kenny Golladay when Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia and their future are up in the air and they're told, hey, we need to be playoff contenders this season, so let's get rid of our top receiver. It's one thing to say, okay, they might get rid of their number 2. It's another thing to say, hey, they might get rid of their 3rd string running back. Hey, they might get rid of, you know, Jared Davis, a backup linebacker. But getting rid of your literally best player aside from Matthew Stafford on the offense makes absolutely no sense. Why in the world would the Lions do that? Why would Matt Patricia say, yeah, that sounds like a good idea? Yeah, Bob Quinn, go for that. Why would Bob Quinn even want to do that? Like, that makes no sense. First off, Bob Quinn drafted this guy, so I'm sure he likes him. But why would he want to do that? Like, it doesn't even matter. The fact is this, the Lions are 3-1 with Kenny Golladay. All right, let's just keep it simple. He's played 4 games with 3-1 with him. All right, now, obviously, that doesn't, not just because Golladay is there is that we're winning, but the fact is we're 3-1 with him. I mean, it should be that simple. You want to dive into the numbers? Let's take a deep dive. He's played in 4 games this year. If he would play in all 16, technically at this point, he's on pace for 80 receptions, 1,300 plus yards, and 8 touchdowns. And he's catching 71% of the passes. He's never even come close to that. This guy is playing out of his mind in the last 4 games since he's come back. And the offense is different. I mean, you can just tell it by watching it. You don't have to dive in numbers. You don't have to take a look at film. You can just watch on Sunday and say, wow, this offense is much better with Kenny Golladay. Because it is. He's such a big part of this team. And again, I don't know what his future is, but I'm telling you right now, it's not him being traded to the Giants this season. No, Kenny Galladay's not going anywhere. So rest, you know, easy. Take a nice nap tonight, you know, go to sleep. Don't worry about it. He's not going anywhere, because if he does go somewhere, first off, I will lose my mind first. Secondly, Matt Patricia will be fired. And third, Bob Quinn might even be fired behind him. It's not going to happen. Kenny Galladay's not going anywhere. These conversations, we have no idea what they talked about. The conversation could have went like this. Think about this for a second. Giants pick up the phone. Hey, Bob Quinn.
Hey, is this the pizza guy?
What are you thinking about doing with Kenny Golladay after the season? You guys have any idea yet?
2 pepperonis.
I don't know. You know, we're just focused on next game. Boom. And we wanted That's the conversation. That could have been the conversation. Or it could have been like this. Hey, Bob, if you were ever considering giving up Golladay, you know, what would be your asking price? Do you know? That could have been the conversation. It doesn't mean the Lions are going to give it to him. You know, hey, well, if you give us it, it's not going to happen. The Lions would literally have to be completely blown away, and I don't know if there's a number that can blow them away right now enough to say that you can do this. It's kind of like the Stafford situation. The Lions are going to trade Stafford when you need to win football games. It doesn't make any sense. Like, there's literally zero logic behind this. I get it. He's on his final year of his deal. He's on his rookie deal. He might not be, he might not come back this year. So why would you want to run over a draft pick? Because you need to win games. Draft picks mean absolutely nothing to Bob Quinn if he's not here. I just don't see it. The Lions aren't going to trade away Kenny Golladay, so I just wanted to make that clear. It's not going to happen. Even the guy that reported said it's not going to happen. Forget it. It's not. He's not going anywhere. So don't worry. Galladay's a Lion. He's going to be a Lion at least for the remainder of this season. Future, I don't know. Go watch the Happy Galladays, you know, various Sanders in it. That's hilarious. People are sending me that all the time. I appreciate all you guys. That's funny. Go check that out. Okay, go sit back, watch that, smile, and understand that, hey, Kenny Galladay's our receiver. And on the Giants side of things, okay, yes, they have 1 win. They're technically still in the NFC East race because it's absolute trash. But come on, man. You ain't going to get Kenny Golladay from us. They don't have any receivers, but they probably don't even want to give up a first-round pick for a rental, because now all of a sudden they are locked in. Yes, we have to pay this guy. I mean, if that's what they want, then sure. But they'd probably just be better off saying, hey, you know what? Let's just wait till free agency and see if he comes available, because the Lions don't resign him, and then go make a deal for him. That's probably more realistic than them saying, okay, you know what? Let's give up a second, third-round pick. That way we can bring him in and then pay him. Why in the world would they do that? That doesn't make any sense. They're not going anywhere this year. Lions aren't going to give him up, so it ends right there. That's why I think maybe the conversation was, hey, you guys know what you're going to do with him in the future? Is there a chance that he comes available? Because they may start budgeting for that and saying, okay, this is one of our top targets. That could have been the conversation. We'd have no idea it has to do with the trade. He's not going anywhere. I want to make that clear. Golladay also said this. All right, Golladay was asked about his future in Detroit, and I love this man because he's been humble, he's been quiet, he hasn't made a big deal about it. We all know it's going to come at some point. He's got to get paid at some point by somebody. But he said this. The Lions took a chance on me in the 3rd round. If the Lions wanted to bring me, you know, sign me, I'd be willing to be a Lion for the rest of my career. You know, I'd be happy being a Lion for the rest of my career. And that's what I love about him. You know, Kenny Golladay is that guy. I mean, you love him as a fan. So who knows? Maybe he is a Red Lion the rest of his career. Maybe he's not. We have no idea if the Lions are going to pay him or not. But I can tell you this. The Lions will not trade Kenny Golladay unless Matt Patricia literally just wants to be fired. Unless he just wants to fire himself, he ain't going nowhere. So Golladay is a Detroit Lion for the remainder of the season. I just hopefully that made it clear. He will get paid big bucks next year. By who? I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, he won't be in New York this season. He won't be anywhere this season but in Detroit. Let me know your thoughts, comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'm out. Are you kidding me right now? I had to put my helmet on for this one. Are you kidding? Look at this. Look at all these members. What? What? Yo, hey, Shout out to all the members, man. Look how many All-Pro members there are. Like, literally, it's the whole screen, dog. This is crazy. The patrons, of course, the Hall of Fame members, man. Y'all got the gold color. It's kind of yellow, but it's supposed to be gold. Shout out to all the members, man. If you want to be a part of this, all you got to do is join the channel. But there are perks that come with it. Stay locked in the community tab if you are a member, because that's where a lot of information comes out. I appreciate all of you. What?